Hello friends, in this video I'm going to show frequently used LINQ extension methods. One of the reasons of LINQ being so popular is that it offers so much flexibility to query through the in-memory collections. And in this article I'm going to show how to work with the frequently used LINQ extension methods. The prerequisite in order to read this article is that you should be aware about generic list collections. Apart from that, you should also have little idea about lambda expressions. So in order to show this LINQ extension methods example, first I have taken a data source. So I have a method called getSampleList that actually connects with the database, fire this particular SQL query and fill the data into the table, and then I have looked through the all the rows of the table and added my sample class. This is the sample class that has about five properties: address, auto ID, city, phone and name, that add into the list collections, and ultimately this will return the list. In my page load method, I have called this getSampleList method and stored in its value into the list collection object. And let's discuss about the frequently used LINQ extension method now. Let me go ahead and show you some example also, some demo example here. As you can see here, this is the starts with. So I am querying through the list, and I'm trying to get all the records whose phone is starting with phone character, and I am just binding that into the grid view 1. I have created dynamically a grid view and then specified the data source here, and then binding it and then writing the caption and then control. You can see my page is appearing in this way. Select all records whose phone starts with phone, and this is I'm getting. See the average, show you the average. So in this case I have just used average, where I am getting 10.2, and I'm trying to get the average of auto ID. And in order to specify auto ID, what I have done is I have written var average is equal to qd1, means just qd my this collection and get the average. And inside that I have specified lambda expressions to specify the field on which I want to get the average. So I have specified s tends to s dot auto ID. So in this way I will get the average. And then again extension method is contents. So in this case I am specifying that get all 2. You can see it here. You can see this here. I have got about 3 records whose address contains Nagar. Then the next is the concat. Concat is used to concatenate two collections into one. In my case, you can see that I have used qd1 to concatenate with qd2, and I am storing that value into the qd concat variable. Again, the next extension method I have used is the distinct. Distinct extension method is used to get the distinct records from the collections. Distinct means the unique records from the collection. I have used the result of the concat method, and I have just filtered with the distinct. In this way I will get all the 5 records that I had to get here. It means that I will get it here. I will show you that page, my sample page later on. And after that I have explained element at. The use of element at extension method is to get an object. But the fourth records, fourth record. And element at or default gives the record of a from a particular position, and if that particular position doesn't exist, then it will give you null. For example, in my qd1 variable I have about 5 results, as you can see it here. If I have specified fourth one, it will give me the 5th result set here, whose auto ID is 4. If I would have specified var sample, you can see 5, then it would give me null because there is no element at the fifth position in this query1 variable. If the same, if I would have specified into element at, then it would have given me error because it will not find the element on the on the sixth position because it is a zero based index. But in case if you want to avoid any kind of error while specifying the position of the element, then you can use element at or default. So if it will not found any element at the specified location, then it will throw you it will give you the null value. The next extension method I have used is except. Except, as the name suggests, get the list of collection that does not contain record from a specified collection. So my query1, I have a query1 collections, and I want to get all the records of query1 that is not there into the query2. So in this case, you can see that in the query2 I have around 3, and in the query1 I have around 5. So my result variable collection will have only 2 records. As you can see it here, it has only 2 records. It ignores all the records from the query2 from query1, and it had given me the value, all the collections. The first extension method, as the name suggests, first extension method is used to get the first element from the collections. You can see it here. I have got the first element from the collection is that the auto ID is equal to 16. You can very well watch here, auto ID is equal to 16. The first or default, let's say suppose your query1 doesn't have anything, any element, then this would have given an error. But if you want to just do not want to take a chance of error, then what you can do is you can use first or default extension method. If there is any element into the collection, it will give you the first element, otherwise it will give you the null. Now there is another extension method called intersect. So intersect gives common records from two same type of collections. So in query1 I have around 5 records, and in query2 I have around 3 records. Same records with some filter criteria, so I have 3 records. Now when I will say intersect, it will give me 3 records because it will match query1 records and query2 records, and whatever records is matching, it will give me into the intersect. You can match it here. It will give me 0, 1, 2, 3. Now there is a very good now there is another extension method called join, and there is one very good article available on other website byatool.com for join, and I would like you to go ahead and read this article in order to understand how join extension method work. There is a very good example here given, and it is very well explained, so I have not covered it into my article. Now let's proceed with the next extension method called last. Last extension method gives us the last record or last element from the collection. So if so you can use last, and if let's say you do not want to get a chance where you do not have anything into the collection, you have called last method that will throw error, then you can use last or default extension method that will not give any error if there is nothing into the collection. So you can use last or default. It is same way as first or default we had used here, or we had also used element at or default. So where or default is suffixed with the method name,